OK, let's return to our top story now. 21 days of unrelenting siege in northern Gaza. Also reports of the devastation of the health facilities across the Strip, impacting huge numbers of civilians, many of whom are trapped there under Israeli fire. Let's bring in Mounir Al-Barsh. He's a General Director of the Health Ministry in Gaza. He joins us from Gaza City. Welcome to Al Jazeera. So I understand there were 3 hospitals in northern Gaza, Al-Awdan Hospital, the Indonesian Hospital and Kamal al-Adwan Hospital. Can any of them be described as still functioning?
In the name of Allah, the reality is Kamal al-Adwan Hospital is under a siege and the Israeli forces stormed the hospital. Al-Awdan also is surrounded by the Israeli forces. The Indonesian hospital is also surrounded by the Israeli forces. Kamal al-Adwan Hospital has more than 160 sick people, 140 in Al-Awdan, 120 in Al-Awdan, Indonesian 140. The Israeli forces have killed today in the Indonesian hospital, in Kamal al-Adwan Hospital, and they targeted the hospital, they targeted the oxygen station, electricity were cut off, and 2 children, 2 kids have died. The forces arrested a number of doctors. They killed Dr. Tahir in the hospital of Kamal al-Adwan. Yesterday, Dr. Mohamed Ghanim was also killed. He is an emergency doctor, and the nurse Mohamed Suleiman was also killed yesterday, and they're all working in the hospital. The occupation forces since early morning is targeting the health system and Kamal al-Adwan, in particular hospital in North Gaza.
Can you give us any information on where the medical teams that you say have been arrested, taken by Israeli forces, have been taken to? And do you have any more information about the fate of patients and other people working in these facilities that have been stormed or surrounded?
The occupation has killed since the start of the war around 1,047 of our medical teams, including the orthopedics Dr. Mohamed Al-Barsh. He was killed in the Israeli prisons, and he was arrested at Al-Awdan Hospital, by the way. The Israeli forces killed 310 doctors, including today Dr. Abdullah Abu Judian. He is a surgeon in Kamal al-Adwan Hospital, and they arrested 3 other doctors later. They were released, but Dr. Abdullah Abu Judian is still arrested by the Israeli occupation forces. Before that, the forces of Israel has arrested Dr. Al-Kahloud, director of Kamal al-Adwan Hospital, and Dr. Ahmed Mhanna, director of Al-Awdan Hospital. The Israeli occupation always attacked and targeted the medical system and killed doctors and yesterday the drones have killed the dean of the nursing faculty. He is a professor at the faculty and known in Gaza very well. The Israeli forces are hitting the health system in Gaza.
Can I just interrupt you and ask, I mean, you've listed a long number of medical staff who are specialists in their fields. What does it mean for people with this expertise to now not be able to work in northern Gaza? What are the consequences of this for the civilian population there?
Dr. Abdullah Abu
Judian, the surgeon, works in Kamal, Al-Adwan, and in the Indonesian hospital from time to time. He is a surgeon, and he is a professional doctor. He saved a lot of lives. Few of his qualities are available in the Gaza Strip. The occupation has targeted so many other, like the orthopedics doctor in a Shifa hospital, and I was under his knife for hours in the previous times, and I'm talking to you regarding what is being done by the Israeli occupation. They are all crimes against innocent people. The occupation forces targeted the medical teams, the health system, and the Israelis want to kill the hope in the eyes and minds of the people.
Mohamed Al-Barsh, let me ask you this, because Israel says Palestinian fighters are regrouping in northern Gaza. Have you seen any evidence of that, or anything that might turn hospitals and health facilities into Israeli military targets?
These pretexts and these claims are always available in Israel. What's going on in Al-Shifa hospital and what has been done in Al-Shifa hospital was under the claims of some fighters inside the hospital, which is not true. The same happens at Kamal Adwan hospital. Until now, what's going on in Lebanon is also under the pretext of fighters being inside these facilities, which is not true. A delegation from the World Health Organization and the Red Committee were inside the hospital, and the occupation kept them until 1 in the morning.
Al-Barsh, I'm afraid we are reaching the end of our program, but many thanks for joining us. Mohamed Al-Barsh, General Director of the Health Ministry in Gaza, there speaking to us from Gaza. Well, that's it for me.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.